welcome back to We're Having Fun. I'm Mark. Hi.
Hi, I'm Krista.
Hello. What's up?
Not
How's
much.
your world? How's the world? Okay.
It's
What?
around. It's going around.
Yeah, it's doing its thing.
Mm-hmm.
What news? What news say you? I'm trying to think if there's anything. I don't think so. I don't know. We watched Treasure Planet finally.
We did.
We're continuing my Disney trek.
We did.
So now we'll get to Brother Bear in a couple years, maybe.
Oh my god.
And we'll be done before we know it.
We're at the section where we don't want to be.
Yeah.
But
it's a tough section.
I mean, just look at it this way.
Uh-huh.
You never have to watch Black Cauldron again.
It's true.
That one's been gone for a while.
Yeah. Ugh.
That one was on your list way, way back.
Yeah, it's bad.
And you never have to watch that one. And you never have to watch Treasure Planet again.
Yeah.
Unless you liked it.
It was fine.
See, I told you it's not terrible.
Yeah, not amazing.
No, it's there.
I didn't know it did just so bad at the box office.
I don't know how bad it did.
Apparently a huge bomb, so not good. But that's how it goes sometimes.
But it had David Hyde Pierce in it.
It did. I love David Hyde Pierce.
I do.
I really do. He's like my favorite part of Frasier.
Mm-hmm.
He's
yeah.
the main reason I go back to Frasier.
Yeah, Niles was always my favorite.
God, Frasier's such a good show. Anyway, well, this week, continuing our M movies.
Yes.
With the in front.
This one does have the in front.
It's a childhood classic.
Mm-hmm. A childhood classic.
I watched it when I was a child.
You were in high school?
How old was it? When did it come out?
Okay, you may not have been in high school yet.
Wow.
It came out in 99.
99. I was probably junior high. Let's see. I might have just entered high school.
Yeah, because I was in high school, but then I was like, wait a minute, I'm older than you are. We don't speak about that.
That's still child times.
Okay.
I know we thought we were grown, but we were only freshmen. I was only a freshman.
Okay.
For the life of me.
Stop. Can't do that. No. I refuse.
Yeah. This is a movie. It's The Mummy, by the way.
Yes. Did we not say that?
I didn't say it.
Okay.
I said childhood classic. Then we argued about it for a bit.
That's right. Sorry about that. That's on me.
I loved this movie as a child.
Okay.
I can't even imagine how many times I've seen it.
Oh, yeah.
I know I've seen it a few.
Oh, yeah. Me too.
But saw it even in school. They showed it during those days where, like, it's the end of the year. They're showing movies.
They showed this.
Yeah. Cool. Which now I'm like... Okay. Interesting. Yeah. I don't know how that happened, but it's probably one of those things where like, fast forward.
Maybe we should not watch this scene. I watched it. I don't remember if it was the first time that I watched it or if it was like the second, but I do remember I had a Halloween party.
Oh.
And we watched this at the Halloween party when I was in high school because I invited a bunch of people over, and so it was just me and a bunch of friends watching this.
It's a good one to watch.
It is, except for, of course, there were guys there.
Of course.
And one of them was like, oh, she has really nice eyes. And it's like, yeah, sure, that's what you're looking at.
She does have really nice eyes, though. I know we're being coy about it. She has nice eyes.
Oh, man. But anyway, so that was fun. I remember exactly what I was wearing, too. I was dressed as a cat.
Were you dressed as the princess with the nice eyes?
I was dressed as a black cat.
Oh, you were dressed as a black cat. Mm-hmm. That's cute. How many people were dressed as a cat?
Just me.
Just you? Okay. Mm-hmm. Nice. That's cool.
I don't think anybody else really dressed up.
Oh.
I think I was the only one who dressed up.
It's like that picture of that comedian who went to the Halloween party, but she didn't know it wasn't dress up. And she dressed as the Babadook. I love that picture. It's so funny because it's just people dressed normally. And she's just sitting back there as the Babadook.
That's hilarious. Oh my gosh.
It's so good.
That's a great costume too, you know?
It was. Yeah. She did good. Yeah. Well, that's cute. Yeah. You still got that cat costume?
If I did, I could not wear it.
Oh.
There's no way.
We'll get you a new one.
Oh man, no, we had like a little bonfire and everything, and like roasted marshmallows and stuff.
Burned movies.
No,
burned books.
No, obviously
Records.
not. Like I would be burning books. One of the least likely people to burn books.
Yeah.
Why? Because I am a librarian.
Yeah. I still think it's a good movie.
Yeah.
Still fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
CGI.
Yeah, CGI didn't
bit
age
outdated,
too well.
but
Yeah.
it's okay.
Yeah. Yeah. We can forgive it.
Mm-hmm. Everybody's hot in it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true.
Did I have a crush on every single character in there? Probably. Yeah. Probably. I would not be surprised. I did have a crush on Jonathan. I do know that. The brother.
He's funny.
Yeah, he was fun. He was funny.
Yeah.
So
you love a drunk.
I love a drunk. What are you?
Love a bad boy.
Ooh, can't help it.
Yeah. I was gonna say something else. I can't remember. It's a little darker than I remembered, especially at the beginning. I forget about that beginning part.
Okay, that's
like I remember her coming in, them killing the pharaoh.
Mm-hmm.
Then I felt I don't remember the whole a lot of like what they're doing to the priests and everything. It's pretty messed up.
Yeah.
So again, I was wondering why are we watching this at school?
At school,
yeah. That's all right.
Okay,
I enjoyed it. So let's get into what it's about.
Okay. All right, we start off in Thebes.
Yeah.
This is the palace of Seti the First, the pharaoh of Egypt. You have Imhotep, who is like the high priest, I guess. Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Something like that.
I'm pretty sure.
And then you have Anaxunamun, who is
looking good with them eyes.
Trying to say
swearing.
She's not the wife of.
No.
She's like his mistress or whatever.
Yeah,
or
like a concubine. The pharaoh.
Yes, but nobody. He's the only one who can touch her.
Yeah,
but yeah, she's looking very good.
Yeah, she's wearing just kind of chainmail.
Yeah, pretty much. She's wearing like a net.
Yeah. She's got like I guess a thong on, so you can't see that part. But I mean, boobs and butt, you got it. And which is why this was in school.
Yeah, exactly.
Which it doesn't last long.
No, and she's painted, so she does have like body paint on.
Yeah,
so you can't really see that much.
Sure. But I don't know about that. But yeah.
Anyway,
but now I wonder did they need to do that? Like they couldn't dress her up as anything else? Like
no, they needed to do that.
Was this really necessary? I mean,
obviously it was necessary.
Yeah, I mean she's very pretty without having to show a bunch of stuff. And I would think you'd want to make it more of like a family movie.
You would think
family blockbuster, but they're like, no, we're going for it here. So,
because I mean, they're not like it's not rated R or anything.
Yeah,
they're like there's no like cursing or anything.
Yeah,
but yeah, a little bit of nudity.
Yeah, a little bit of brutality.
There you go.
Yeah.
Anyway,
but but Imhotep's in love with her.
Yes, they're lovers.
Yeah, lovers.
And he goes in to kiss her. And when he does, he grabs her arm and he smudges the paint on her arm. And then the pharaoh comes in.
Yeah.
And the pharaoh notices.
Yeah.
Because Imhotep walks away and she's just kind of there by herself.
Yeah.
And he sees that she has an arm smudge and he's like, "Who you been kissing, girl?"
Whose bed have your boots been
under? Exactly. And so
my priest, no.
Yeah, here comes Imhotep. He just stabs him to death.
Yeah. Basically. Well, he doesn't, because turns around and is like, "How could you do this to me?" And then she backstabs him.
Okay, that's what
and then they just tag team.
Yeah, they're just. I mean, it's just stabbing all over.
Yeah. Imhotep's priests are just watching these shadows. No. They're just watching these shadows. Just
well, I guess that's happening.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh no.
So yeah, Pharaoh is dead. Here come the guards. They hear him coming.
Yeah.
She's like, "Imhotep, you gotta get out of here."
Yeah.
He's like, "No, I won't leave you.
I love you."
She's like, "No, you gotta go. You can bring me. Only you can be. Only you can prevent forest fires. Only you can bring me back from the dead."
Yeah.
And so he's like, "Okay." And he sees the guards come in as he's leaving, and she's like, "My body is no longer his temple." simple. And she just like stabs herself.
Yeah. And so she dead.
Yeah. It doesn't show her stab herself though. It's just like, we can't show this.
We get a lot of shadows.
It's a shadow.
We can show boobs and butt, but I'll be darned if we're going to stab somebody on camera.
There will be no blood.
Yeah.
Oh, man. So, she's dead.
She's dead, Jim.
She's dead, Jim. Oh, man. So then he takes her body, takes it to Hominoptera. It's like an ancient burial place.
Because, they mummified her. Like, took out those organs.
Yes.
Wrapped her up.
Yep.
I guess they unwrapped her because she did not have wrapping on when she got there.
Yeah.
But then I guess they re-wrapped her because later in the movie she has wrapping.
Yeah, I don't know.
It seemed like a lot of trouble went into this.
I don't know.
A lot of rewrapping and unwrapping.
Had they wrapped her? I guess they had. I was going to say,
I would imagine they took out her organs.
I don't know. Anyway, so he's got the organs and everything.
She looks great for having her organs taken out, by the way. If I had all my organs taken out, I would be a mess. I just can't deal with having my organs taken. But she pulls it off.
Okay. Anyway, so it's time to do the ritual to bring her back. And he's got the Black Book of the Dead. He's using it to do the ritual.
Yeah.
But it gets stopped because all these guards come in.
Yeah.
Stopped before it can be completed. And so her soul doesn't go back into her body, or it can't stay in her body.
Yeah. It's like sitting on her body like, okay, I feel it.
Because there has to be like a sacrifice or whatever to happen for her body and her soul to go back together or whatever.
Yeah.
And that doesn't. It stopped before that can happen.
Where soul meets body.
What the?
I think it's a Death Cab for Cutie song again. Okay. Maybe Postal Service. I don't know. Don't make that face.
If it's Postal Service, it's not what I know.
Yeah.
So he's in trouble, basically, now. She's dead.
Yeah.
For sure now.
Yeah.
There's no coming back.
Well,
right now.
This time.
Because they mummify all of his priests.
Yeah.
Alive.
Basically. Rough go.
Yep.
They're like doing the brain thing, sticking those rods up their noses. That's rough. That's a rough way to die.
Oh, yeah. And then they do the Homdai on Imhotep.
Yeah.
Which is something that he's basically the only person they've ever done it to, because it's kind of like they're afraid to do it.
It's a big old curse.
Yeah, it's a big old curse. He's a big old curse mummy.
So they wrap him and then put him into the casket.
Yep.
And then pour scarabs on him. All right.
Yeah, these big CGI scarabs.
Yeah.
So bad.
Look great. Back in the day, I thought they looked good.
Well, yes.
Because I was into it.
Yeah.
But looking at it now, it's like, no. Nah. But why then does he have the organ canisters? They didn't take out his organs.
They're hers.
Are they?
Yeah. They're her canisters.
Okay.
And he needs them back so that he can bring her back.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
Okay.
Because, they didn't take his organs out.
Yeah, they did not.
I'm just assuming that, when they mummified her, they took her organs out and they put them in the canopic jars.
So they just took those jars, put her body somewhere else, and then took those jars and put them by his body?
I guess so.
Okay.
It never really shows where her body was.
Yeah. Yeah, where was her body?
Where did her body go?
That is weird. They just suddenly had her body.
Yeah.
Later on.
Like, huh?
Hey, we found this, by the way.
By the way, she was still sitting here. Her dead body was still sitting. Her mummified body is still sitting here.
Somebody wrapped it. I don't know.
On the thing here. Yeah. On the little table.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. We won't think about it too much.
I guess not. Anyway, so yeah, I'm pretty sure that they were hers.
Yeah. That makes more sense.
Okay.
I like it. One was broken, though, so...
Yes.
She ain't getting that spleen back, I guess.
Sorry, your spleen's gone. Well, I mean, she's already not going to have a brain.
They do, liquefy the brain.
So, I mean, what do they... It's not like that's going to be helpful.
She just comes back and she's just horribly, brain dead. Poor girl. Please don't bring me back. It's not a good place.
Oh, man. So, yeah, then they seal him up in there.
Yeah.
And he's supposed to remain sealed for all eternity.
Yeah. They, double casket him.
Yep. And then there are people, the Magi, who are supposed to look after the burial place so that nobody can bring him back.
One guards him with gold. One frankincense. One with myrrh.
Murder.
And they trade gifts. One gives a comb. The other gives the opposite of a comb. Gift of the Magi.
Hair?
Yeah. Is it hair?
Well,
they give their hair.
Yeah, she okay.
She shaves her head to buy him something.
It's a chain for his watch.
Oh, and he sells the watch.
And he sells the pocket watch to buy ribbons for her hair.
I want your hair. Gift of the Magi. So dumb.
I can't breathe right now. Oh my goodness.
Cut to. Mm-hmm. I don't know where we're at.
I've lost my spot. You're gonna have to give me a second.
Are we in present day now? Since everyone's dead now?
Okay, yeah, we're 3,000 years later now.
Yeah.
3,000 years later, we're still in Hominoptera.
Yeah.
But it's been buried under sand.
Yeah,
a lot of
ruins.
Because they, put his body, they bury his body at the foot of the statue of Anubis. Mm-hmm. And then it shows, the sands of time.
You knew this, Anubis. What? Go ahead. Sands of time?
Yeah, and you can see, it shows over through the years that it's being buried, basically. And then we're 3,000 years later. Mm-hmm. There's, a battle happening at the city.
Brandon Fraser. Yelling to hold.
Yep. Their commanding officer or whatever just runs off. Uh-huh. So he's like, I guess you're in charge now. Yeah. Benny, of course, is also there.
Yeah. Benny's a fun character in his way.
They're not friends.
No. He's
know what they're
little assistant guy.
Yeah.
And he's pretty cowardly.
Yeah, he's very cowardly.
And very selfish. And he's out for some money. He loves the money.
Mm-hmm. It's all about the money.
Yeah.
So.
See, it's fun to bring up songs.
Sure.
Maybe we shouldn't stare at each other with death stares when the other one does it.
It's usually only when you do one that I'm just like, what is that? So yeah, there's a battle. Battle's happening.
It's not going well.
No. And then the Magi are watching from the hilltop and everything too.
Yeah, with the coolest character whose name I don't know.
I do not know his name. They never say his name.
And they don't.
His real name is Oded Fair.
Okay.
I do remember that. But I don't know what his character's name is.
Not a clue.
Nope.
Nope. We ain't looking it up.
Nope. I'm
sorry.
Too much.
But he is one of the coolest characters in the movie.
Yes, he's an absolute hero.
Somebody should make a theme song for him. I think he appears in all the movies.
Probably.
I think he's even in the third one when they go to Asia. Mummy Goes to Asia.
Mummy Goes to Asia. Probably. Mummy Goes to Asia. I know he's in the second one.
Yeah.
For sure. So I forget what happens with this battle, but...
Everybody dies. Brendan Fraser runs around.
Basically. We know that Benny and Brendan Fraser are fine.
Yeah. Benny closes the door on Brendan Fraser, though.
Yeah.
It's like, Benny!
Yep. And then Brendan Fraser just kind of walks off into the desert by himself.
Yeah, they let him go.
Yeah, because they're like, the desert will kill him.
Yeah.
Desert does not kill him.
Yeah. They're like, the monster is safe one more day. They didn't find him.
Yep.
But he kind of found him, right? What did he do? He went to the statue of Anubis, right? Was there? Was it maybe what? Why was it out in the sand? Isn't it later in the temple?
No, it's the bottom. The bottom of it is in the.
Oh, the bottom's in there.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, the head's up there,
covered with sand.
He's like, hey, and then the sand starts going crazy.
Yeah.
Like sand snakes.
Yeah.
He's like, ooh,
that's weird.
Creepy.
I'll have to come back here at some point.
Makes a little face. Sand faith. I got my sand faith on.
Okay.
Sand.
Okay. So then we're in Cairo. Let's just skip ahead, please.
Yeah.
At the Museum of Antiquities.
Yeah.
And this is where we see Evie for the first time.
Yeah. Rachel Weisz.
Yes.
Looking Rachel nice.
Except you hated her eyebrows.
Yeah, those eyebrows, man. I don't like those,
real thin.
I'm sorry. Sorry, ladies. This is my personal preference. I don't like them thin-ass eyebrows.
Well, it's a good thing I don't have thin-ass eyebrows.
You got nice eyebrows.
Thank you.
I
like my eyebrows. My eyebrows need to be plucked like crazy.
No, they're perfect.
You have not looked at them up close in a while.
I don't have my contacts in right
There
now.
You go. That's what
they
it
look
is.
Amazing.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I like mine. Anyway, I like my eyebrows.
We're going to put pictures up of her eyebrows on her Facebook.
Please
So go look at that.
Oh my goodness. So
rate her eyebrows 1 to 10. Let us know, hot or not, eyebrows.
not eyebrow edition.
Yeah.
It's going to be me, and it's going to be Evie.
Yeah.
whose eyebrow wore better.
Hair on the face.
So dumb. Oh my gosh. Anyway.
Celebs are just like us.
She's trying to shelve books, basically. She's a librarian.
Yeah.
She's shelving these books.
Yeah.
One of them is in the wrong place. She's like, "Oh, what are you doing over here? This starts with T. It's not supposed to go here." So it's like, it goes on the opposite side, basically. Mm-hmm. So she's on this huge ladder. Yeah. And she tries to like...
just reach over
and put it in the right place. And the ladder goes up, where she is just like stilting on the ladder, basically. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It's like, how do you get down if that happens? I don't know.
Yeah, you gotta fall at that point.
I guess so.
Yeah, fall gracefully.
Yeah, and she falls not quite so gracefully into one of the shelves, and it knocks over the shelf, which does dominoes. Like a domino effect. And the way these shelves are set up, they are perfectly spaced around the whole in a circle in the room, and so they just domino all the way across. Yeah. Every single shelf falls down. Yeah,
that's kind of on the museum curator for setting it up like that. You're asking for a domino.
Exactly.
Especially with them wobbly ass shelves.
Yeah.
Them shelves be falling.
They're just falling all the time.
Yeah.
So, oops, the museum curator comes in, basically tells her she's worse than the plagues. And I'm like, how do you know? You didn't live through the plagues.
Yeah.
How dare you? But yeah,
What if he had the plague? When was the plague? 1492?
That was Columbus.
He was getting away from the plague, wasn't he?
I feel like it was in the 1500s.
1592? Probably 100 years after Columbus?
I don't know.
Probably.
Basically just find out when the Decameron was written, and it was written
Kristen, nobody knows what that is. You nerd. I don't know what Lord of the Rings book that is, but I'm not aware.
I was trying to think if he wrote it, because I was going to be like, you've never heard of whatever his name is?
You're talking about my brother Cameron? The Cameron?
No. Still trying to think of the name of the author.
I'll bet money I don't know it.
I keep thinking of an artist, and I'm like, that's not his name.
Decameron.
Tell me what it is so I can sound really smart.
Okay, I will.
Then cut this part.
Okay, I will.
Starts with a B, right?
Boccaccio?
Boccaccio! That's who it was.
Yeah.
What, you've never heard of Boccaccio?
No, I haven't. Sorry, I'm dumb.
I've wanted to call him Botticelli. I'm like, I know that's not who it is. That's an artist.
Giovanni
Boccaccio.
But it is literally Decameron. Mm-hmm. Interesting. Yep. But no, nobody's read this. Have you read it?
I've read part of it.
No, you haven't.
I have.
What part?
The beginning, because I didn't finish it.
You read the cover?
No, I've read a few of the stories, and I just couldn't get through the rest of it.
You read the four, it's like, to my dog. Snickers.
Snickers.
Like Giovanni.
Wait, Giovanni?
Yeah.
Isn't that his name?
Yeah.
Why would he name his dog Giovanni?
No, the dog's name Snickers, and I was saying, Giovanni. Oh. He's so sentimental to that dog.
I thought you said, or Giovanni. I was like, why would he name his dog after himself?
He might.
Who knows?
Why don't people do that more?
Because it's weird to call your dog and be like, hey, Krista, come here. I think it's weird anytime that I hear anyone else with my name. Uh-huh. Maybe it's because my name isn't as common as like yours is.
Wow. Okay. Sorry, I have a common name. Your royal name.
I mean, with anybody's name, like, if your name was Bob, would you like? Anytime somebody says Bob, does it just sound weird? No. Because anytime that I hear another, like I'm watching a TV show or something and somebody's named Krista and I'm like, that's weird, I don't like it. I read a book once where the antagonist's name was Krista and I was like, I really don't like that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Are you going to sleep?
Yes. I'm tired. I need a nap. We gotta get through this.
Okay. We are 1/10 of the way through.
Oh, Lordy. Okay, so yeah, she's worse than the plagues. He's like, pick all this up.
Yeah.
Instead, she goes to a different part of the museum.
Yeah. She's just like, ugh.
She's like, I'll get back to that in a minute. And then there's like a sarcophagus or whatever, and she hears something.
Yeah.
She goes over to it. The mummy pops out of it and scares her.
Jump scares her.
It's not just the mummy. It's Jonathan.
Why is there a dead body in this thing? Why do they have this mummy in there still?
I don't know.
Put it under glass at least. Didn't they used to eat mummies?
They did. They used to like turn mummies into powder and put it.
That's insane, right?
It is.
Who would do that?
There was also a mummy on the Titanic, and people say that it sunk because it was the mummy's curse.
Sure, we'll go with that.
Because when we were watching Titanic, I was like, "Where's that mummy?"
Yeah, they really should have made that.
They should have had it in they should have had it in the corner, just like it just kind of pans over there for a second. It's like, oh no, what's going on?
Or just replace the Billy Zane character with the mummy chasing him with a gun.
I always thought that the guy who plays the mummy looks kind of like looks a little bit like Billy Zane.
A little bit. Not much, but a little bit. I mean, they're bald.
That's probably it.
Not in Titanic, but
slap that wig on him.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Anyway, what's happening?
So Jonathan is the one who who's like holding the dead corpse, and
just
she's
laying in this casket for how long?
Who knows? And she's like,
till she gets there.
She's like, "Do you have no respect for the dead?" And he's like, "Nope."
Yeah,
sure don't.
He's like, "We're having fun. Mummy loves it."
Sure,
but he's drunk.
Yeah. But he's like, "But I found something that you're gonna love.
Yeah,
it's this puzzle box." She's like, "Okay, that actually is kind of cool." So she looks at it, and then she's playing around with it because she's like, I guess she's kind of seen something like it before. Yeah. And so she pops it open, and there's a map inside, and it's a map to a Hominoptera. So they take it to...
It does exist.
They take it to the curator.
Yeah.
And he's like, "This is stupid. This isn't
shut up.
Map to Hominoptera." And she's like, "No, it totally is."
Hey,
he's like,
you were dead.
Oh my god. He's like, "Hominoptera is a myth." She's like, but there's a map.
Yeah. Can we please go?
This map says it's right there.
Can I have the day off?
Can I go? Can I go to the city of the dead, please? And he's like, "No, I'm gonna burn this and make it look like I accidentally did it."
Oopsie
poopsie. Burnt the map.
Yeah, but they put it out.
Yeah, but it did
burn part of the lost city.
The part that showed where it was.
Yeah.
And so they're like, "Well, now what are we gonna do?" So Jonathan's like, "It's okay. I
stole it from somebody.
I stole it from this guy. We're gonna go talk to him.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll know where it is."
Yeah.
And of course, it's Rick O'Connell.
Brendan Fraser. He's in jail.
Yes, he is in jail.
Because he was looking for a good time.
Yep. And
whatever.
Yeah, I don't know.
Go with there.
I don't know. The warden, though, lets her talk to him.
Yeah.
He comes out. He's all disheveled. He's got long hair and everything now.
Yeah.
And still has, like, beautiful teeth, though. I'm like, yeah, he's been brushing them teeth.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank goodness.
Good dental hygiene there.
Probably a good thing, because he does kiss her.
He does. And he punches Jonathan.
Yeah. Which, I mean, he should have. He's like, "Oh, you look familiar." And he's like, "I just got one of those faces." And he's like, "No, you stole my stuff." And he just punches him. And, he kisses Evie and is like, "Get me out of here."
Yeah. I'll take you there. Just get me out.
Yep. Because he's about to be hanged.
Yep.
Because apparently he had a very good time. Yep. So they're getting ready to hang him.
She's just hanging out there with the warden.
Yep. She's trying to, like, finagle him out of jail, basically. Out of his execution.
She's offering him, like, £500, which today is, like, $3 million. Well,
she starts with 100.
Yeah.
And then works her way up to 500. And he's like, maybe, but what about a little something extra? And puts his hand on her thigh, and she's like,
"I'm lonely."
No.
Like, you're gonna be lonely for longer.
Yeah. You're gonna be lonely till you die.
No, something will fill his inside with joy.
I don't think that's joy.
I bet the bug was happy.
Sure. So
she's like, "Hey, he knows where Lost City is."
Exactly.
He's like, "Oh, but huh?"
Yep. So she's
meanwhile,
like,
Rick's hanging.
Yeah,
he's already been put through.
Luckily, his neck didn't break. Yeah. He's just choking to death. So she's like, "I'll give you 10%.
Did Brendan Fraser almost suffocate in this? I feel like
I think it was the second or the third movie where something happened.
Really?
And he ended up breaking his neck, but it wasn't during this.
Oh, really? Okay.
Pretty sure. Because he would do his own stunts and everything.
Okay.
And it may have been that by the third movie, they were like, "You can't do your own stunts anymore. You got really hurt."
Yeah.
I can't remember.
I thought he did. I thought it was kind of like the Michael J. Fox situation. situation in the third Back to the Future where they actually hung him. Oh. And he nearly suffocated?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Like the harness didn't work or something?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oops. I don't know. But anyway, she's like, we'll give you 10%. He's like, 50. She's like, 20. He goes, 30. She says... No, he says 40. He says 40. She says 30.
30.
He says 25. So he lowballed himself. And she's like, yes. Haha, look what you did, you idiot. Yeah, for some reason, I just totally thought that I just totally forgot that 40 was a number that even existed for a second there. Because I was like, that's not correct. What is, no. So, there we go. He's out. He's good.
Yep.
She's like...
They're on the way.
He's nasty. He's mangy. And then he comes out and he's all like dressed up nice. Up. Mm-hmm. He's got his hair cut and everything. And she's like, okay, so he's not
maybe he's not so bad.
Yeah. So they get on a boat. And the warden, of course, is with them also. Yeah. And they're like, dang it. We were hoping he wouldn't show up.
Like, protect my investment.
Mm-hmm. So they take a boat down the river. Mm-hmm. There's a group of Americans that are also on the boat.
Yeah, these Americans.
Yeah, and they're also looking for a Hymenoptera. And they're like, we have somebody, a guide, that has also been there. Mm-hmm. Or that has been there. And Jonathan almost says that they have somebody who's been there too. And they're like, shut up, Jonathan.
Yeah, Jonathan's spilling all the beans.
Mm-hmm. So, anyway.
It's Benny.
It's Benny.
Benny's there.
Yep, Benny's back, baby. So Rick and Evie talk. Evie is talking about how she's not looking for treasure, really. She's looking for a book. Yeah, she's looking for the book of Amun-Ra.
What a nerd!
This would be me.
I want to read a book.
I'm looking for a book. It's blue, I think, and I don't remember the name of it, but I think it has a "the" in it. Yeah. So she's not looking for treasure. She's looking for the book. Of course, Jonathan is looking for treasure. Mm-hmm. And Rick is just kind of like, I don't know what he's looking for.
I know what he's looking for. He's looking for a good time. He likes this lady. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, like we said, Benny is there. He's guiding the Americans. Mm-hmm. Of course, wisdom. Rick does not like Benny.
Yeah. Few do.
Throws him overboard. And then when he looks back over, he sees that there are wet footprints. Yeah, we have seen the Magi on little rowboats or whatever, trying to get out to the boat.
Are they going down the Nile?
I would assume so.
I think so.
Because Cairo is on the Nile.
It just felt like they were on some like bigger body of water. And then they're both on each side of the shore. Yeah. It's like, oh, well, it's not that big a deal that they all went overboard, I guess. Let's just swim over there. I don't think the Nile's big, but anyway, go ahead.
Anyway, so...
It's a fight.
Yeah, we've seen these guys coming up. One of them has a knife. Yeah. That he just...
He puts on his hand.
And he's just like holding it there the whole time that they're like going over to the boat.
It's like Shang-Chi where the guy just puts that blade on his hand. He's like Razor Fist or whatever he is.
Oh yeah, I forgot about him.
Cuts that bus in half or something like that.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So yeah, he sees the wet footprints though, and they're leading to Evie's room basically. Yeah. So he follows them. She's in there. She's thinking about that kiss that Rick gave her, and
she's trying to distract herself, but she just can't help it.
She can't help
that kiss was so good.
But she's like, it wasn't even that good of a kiss. But she's brushing her hair. She drops her hairbrush or whatever. She goes to pick it up, and then of course in the mirror, the bad guy's there. Knife hand is there.
Where's the book?
Her. Yep.
Where's the key?
Yeah. Where's the key? She's like, key? What key? Doesn't know where the key is. Yeah. Well, he says the map. Not
the map. Yeah, I forgot the name of the book. So, I want to read.
I want to read. Where's your book? I know you wrote librarian? One.
Oh, you know she has a book on that boat.
I mean, of course she does. Have you seen how many books I have in my apartment? She obviously is going to have a book somewhere. So, anyway, Rick comes in, starts shooting like crazy. I'm like, how did she not get shot at some point?
Well, he doesn't shoot at her. He shoots at the guy that comes in the window.
Yeah.
And then... she stabs him in the eye with a candlestick.
That's true.
Razor fist.
That's true.
And he goes flying into fire.
I don't know. Well, no, he's not in the fire yet.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah.
He's not in the fire yet. Rick grabs Evie and runs out with her. And she's like, oh no, but my stuff.
A lantern fell.
Yeah.
And has lit the couch on fire.
Yeah, and he's like, we can't, we just have to leave it behind.
Yeah.
But the thing they left behind was the box, the mystery box thing, the puzzle box. And the guy sees it. He's about to go grab it when Jonathan walks in looking for Evie. basically just touches this guy, I feel like. And the guy just falls into the fiery couch.
Yeah.
And he catches on fire. Jonathan grabs the puzzle box and runs out.
Yeah.
And basically everybody ends up jumping off the boat. Mm-hmm. There's some stuff with like the Americans. They're like helping out and everything. Yeah. Shooting people.
They're real cowboys.
Crazy. Oh yeah, they're real cowboys.
Yeah. Yeehaw.
Yeah. So everybody jumps off the ship.
Yeah.
And
Benny and the Americans and pretty much everybody end up on one side.
Yes, with all the horses.
Yeah, and he's like, "Hey Nick, I got all the horses." Nick. What's his name? Rick.
His name changed halfway through the movie. It's fine. Yeah.
Nick Cannon is there. And then Rick's like, Benny, you're on the wrong side of the river. Mm-hmm. Like, oh darn.
Oh darn it. Yep. So.
Meanwhile, Rachel Weisz only in her
nightgown. Yeah.
I felt terrible for her.
And I'm like, she just got out of the water, and that nightgown is white.
Oh, I felt so bad. How terrible.
Anyway, they have to go find some camels.
Yep, gotta find some camels.
And Evie has to get some new clothes because she has no clothes.
Yeah.
Other than her nightgown.
The Emperor has one.
Okay. So she comes out.
Book. Or a tale? Mm-hmm. Probably not a full-length book.
No.
I bet somebody wrote
just like a fairy tale kind of thing.
What are we talking about? Camels!
Yes, they have camels. They get camels. Evie
they had also made a bet on the boat. $500, whoever gets there first.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, whoever gets to Hamanoptera first. Mm-hmm. Yep. So they all end up at the same place at the same time at sunrise. You have to wait till sunrise, I guess, before the city will show itself.
Yeah.
So sun rises, there's the city, they all start going for it.
Seems strange. What is it, a portal? Or can you just ride forward and you would eventually hit it?
You ride forward and your camel just hits its head on the building and it's like, oh, we're there. Can't see anything, but we're there. Yeah, I don't know.
Wilson goes to Hamanoptera.
He would be doing that. Everybody else would be able to see it. He'd still be hitting his head on stuff. Oh my gosh, that dog! I swear he hits his little noggin on everything. I feel so bad for him because I'll try to like guide him away.
Yeah.
But then sometimes I just don't realize. I'll like look away for like a second and then I look back and he's hitting the back of somebody's car and I'm just like, oh my gosh.
Or you just hear him walking through the apartment just hitting a door. Come on. Poor guy.
Oh, no. Anyway, so...
We need to get him like a little foam helmet.
Yeah. Yeah. That'd be cute. But
now that we think about it, that's actually really cute.
But I have to get it where it's got little ear holes so his ears can come out and he can still kind of flop a little bit. Oh my gosh. Okay, stop it. Stop it.
You'll look up dog helmets. You keep going.
Okay, so they get there. Evie is actually the one who gets there first. So I guess they want some money.
Mm-hmm.
They're trying to figure out where they need to dig, and oh my god, they do have helmets! Stop it. Stop it. And it has ear holes. I can't.
It does.
Oh my god. That's too cute. Goodness. That's too cute. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh, I don't even know what I was talking about now. I'm so distracted. We're never going to get through this episode.
It's going to be a long one.
Oh, I like how we cannot look up Oded Fehr's character's name, but we can look up...
We'll look up Blind Dog Helmet, so guarantee it. That's the podcast.
Priorities. Oh my gosh. They're kind of debating where they need to start digging, and Evie wants to dig at one spot and the Americans are digging somewhere else, and they look over and see that they're over there, and it's like, oh, well, obviously they're digging over there because a woman is telling them where to dig.
What would she know?
Yeah, because the Egyptologist that is with them is a misogynist.
Yeah, he sucks.
He's the worst.
Yeah.
I was, when we were watching this, or when we were about to watch this, it was giving us, like, suggested other things to watch. And the next one that was like, you watch The Mummy, you need to watch Jumanji. And I didn't think about it until just now. But that guy, the guy who plays the Egyptologist, is also in Jumanji.
Yeah.
He plays two different roles in it.
Is he the hunter guy?
He's the hunter guy, but he's also the father of Robin Williams' character.
Okay.
So when he's a little kid, the dad, it's like a real Peter Pan, Mr. Darling, Captain Hook situation.
Oh, okay.
They are usually played by the same guy.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
You're
Captain
Hook. Go ahead.
Okay. So they are all kind of like surrounding the statue of Anubis. Basically, they're like trying to find the best place to get down to the bottom of the statue.
Yeah.
Evie and Rick and Jonathan and the warden, they all come down. They're in a preparation room where they used to mummify people.
Well, didn't the warden sneak off? Oh, no they were in that prep room.
Okay. They were all in there together because, he comes in after Jonathan because Jonathan's like, oh gosh, it smells terrible down here. And then he's like, oh, never mind. It's that guy.
He stinks.
He's stinky.
Chewy stinky.
Ew. So they are looking for a secret compartment at the feet of Anubis. Mm-hmm. And so they find the bottom of the statue. Mm-hmm. They're looking around for it. And then the Americans show up too. And they're like, we got here first. And they're like, we don't care.
Isn't this where the warden is gone?
Yeah, he just goes off on his own.
Yeah, he started roaming around.
Yeah.
Which is dumb.
It is
What are you
dumb.
doing?
Exactly.
It's a creepy tomb.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
What are you doing? Exactly.
And you find some little scarabs on the wall.
Yes. But then, back with the others, Evie has kind of like, she's kind of like looked around and everything. Mm-hmm. She's like, she sees like there's something underneath that looks like there's another room underneath.
Dirt into a crack and can hear that it's hollow. So she's like, oh, we can go underneath.
So she's like, it's fine, children.
Yeah.
Stop fighting. We'll go dig elsewhere.
Yeah, there's other places to dig.
Exactly. So they're like, okay, fine. So they head off to go somewhere else.
And they go underneath.
Yep. Then the Americans, while they're digging, they find the secret compartment or whatever. Mm-hmm. And they're trying to pull it out, but before they do, the Egyptologist is just like, no. Mm-hmm. We don't want to do this. No. Pharaoh Seti, he is known for like setting booby traps and stuff. He loved
his booby traps.
So he's like, let's let these diggers, these Egyptian diggers, come over here and do this for us. So if anything bad happens, it will happen to them and not to us. And of course, something bad happens, they get like salt all in their faces and it burns them and
salt
stuff.
Salt acid, they say.
Yep, exactly. So,
they're hurt.
Yep.
I guess they're dead.
I guess so. So, they open it up and that happens. Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, downstairs, underneath everything, the others, Rick and Evie and Jonathan are down there. They've kind of been digging a little bit above them, I guess. Mm-hmm. But they stop.
Into the base of Anubis.
Yeah, they stop. They're talking. Jonathan is just doing his own little thing, pretending to golf or whatever.
Yeah.
And he hits something, and it hits something in the roof, I guess.
I guess.
And the whole sarcophagus just falls down right in front of Rick and Evie. It's like, it's a good thing they weren't sitting directly under it, because that would have been bad.
Roll credits. Everyone's dead.
Everyone's dead. Jonathan's like, oops. And then it says, directed by Stephen Sommers.
Executive producer Dick Wolf.
Oh, man. So, the warden, I think this is around the time when he's
still digging them scarabs.
Yeah, he's like, just one more. Yeah. He's being greedy.
Yeah, he thinks they're blue gold.
Yep.
So he's like, oh, yeah.
Exactly. And, one of them falls on the floor, and when it hits the ground, it, like, breaks open, and it goes into his shoe, and into his foot, and under his skin. And all the way up to, like, his head.
Yeah.
I walked out of the room, because I hate this part. I was like, you know what? I gotta get a refill on my drink.
Yeah, that's pretty terrifying.
I'll be back. And it basically makes him go crazy.
Yeah.
He runs into the room where the others are, and he runs
straight into a wall.
Yep, a wall, and falls down. He's dead.
Yep.
Later, they're like going through his stuff, and they're like, well, he's dead. He's not used.
Yeah.
Let's drink his whiskey or whatever.
Yep.
So, he's gone. The warden is dead now.
Rest in peace.
They stopped digging for the day and everything, I guess, because, somebody died, so...
Yeah, maybe 4 people died that day.
Yeah, so maybe they should stop for a while.
Yeah, take a little break.
So they go upstairs, or they go back up. They're camping for the night. Evie happens to walk by the Egyptologist's tent. He's got the book, because they did find stuff. I didn't put that in my notes.
A little compartment.
Yeah, and they found the Book of the Dead, and they found the canopic jars.
Yeah, and there was a curse written on it. It's like, whoever opens this is cursed.
Exactly.
Will be killed by the mummy.
Whatever, yeah.
Benny was like, I'm out. I don't want to be here when y'all open this, because there's a curse on this.
Exactly. So
deuces to you.
So it was basically just the Egyptologist and the 3 Americans. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
Yeah, and he's trying to open it, but he needs a key.
Yeah, and she notices, and she goes, I think you need a key for that. Yeah. And he's like, how dare you, woman?
Shut up, woman.
Yeah, so so they're drinking and everything, having a good time out of campfires. And then the Magi, whatever you call them, they arrive on their horseback and they're trying to scare them away, basically. Rick has dynamite though.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'll blow everything up here. And they're like, okay, fine, we'll leave you, but
you have one day to get out of here.
Exactly.
This is very dangerous.
Exactly. So they leave. Evie gets really drunk. She gets really drunk.
She shot a guy.
Yeah.
So she's real happy. I don't know.
So she's trying to drink away her pain.
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, she gets really
drunk. They're practicing fighting too.
Yeah. And she's talking to Rick about how Egypt is in her blood. Her dad was a famous explorer and fell in love with her mother, who was an Egyptian. And they got married and had her and Jonathan. And so now she wants to have her own little Egyptian adventure, I guess.
Yeah.
And he says something to her. I forget what he says to her, but anyway, she kind of makes her mad.
It's just like, I'm in love with you, I think is what he said. Nice eyebrows. What he said.
That is not what he said.
Okay.
I don't know what he said. All right. But anyway, she gets kind of annoyed at it. And she's like, well, I may not be an adventurer and I may not be all this other stuff, but I'm proud of what I am.
Yeah.
He's like, what is that? And she's like, I am a librarian. And she's like, I'm going to kiss you now. And she goes to lean in to kiss him. And then she just passes out.
Yeah.
Yep. She also does the classic, I bet you're wondering what is a place like me doing in a girl like this.
Yeah.
She's very drunk.
She is.
Yep. So, that's what happens that night. So then the next day, I have that they find the cursed chest that day, but I thought he already had...
Yeah, I thought they found the cursed chest that day, yeah.
But I thought he already had the...
No, I didn't think so.
The book, because I put need the key on there.
Oh, they need the key for the casket.
Oh, maybe that's what it is.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. Okay, maybe that's what it is. I don't know. I got confused, because you need the key for everything.
Yeah.
Basically.
There's just a universal key for all their stuff.
Yes. So it's the next day.
Yeah.
This is when the Americans find the cursed chest.
Yeah. And they cursed.
They get cursed.
Yeah.
Or they're cursed if, they're like, as long as they don't bring anybody back from the dead, it should all be fine.
We'll be all right.
So Evie, of course, has the key. Can use it on the sarcophagus.
Yeah. And there's a mummy in there.
I wasn't sure if you were... I thought you were going to say something else, but...
No.
Okay. Yep, there's the mummy. He's inside. He's still juicy.
Yeah. And they're like, what? It's been 3,000 years.
He still looks like he's decomposing. It's weird.
How weird.
Yep. And then they look...
There's scratch marks.
There are fingernail scratches all over. And he's also he's scratched a phrase into the thing too that says, death is only the beginning.
Yeah.
Yep. So they're like, well, cool, we found a mummy.
Yeah, we did it.
And she does say something about that
he must everything have been really important.
Yeah, and everything has been things have been scratched off. Like they don't want people to know what he did and everything, and it was probably the Hamdai and bad news. It's bad news.
Yeah.
He was a bad boy.
Yeah.
He was very bad.
He was either very important or he did something very bad. Yep. Very naughty.
So later that night.
And they just leave him there standing up.
Yeah, they just leave him there, exactly.
We'll lead him later.
Coffin open and everything. We'll just figure that out later. Yep. So later that night, this is when Evie sees that the Egyptologist has the book and tells him, you need the key for that.
Yeah.
And then later, she just walks right up to him. He's sleeping, holding it, and she just takes it.
Yep.
She steals the book.
A heavy sleeper.
Yep. And she goes over to their campfire next to Rick, and she opens it, and she starts reading from the book.
Yep.
And whatever she does, it wakes up the mummy, and you hear him, he screams. And then the Egyptologist jumps up he wakes up immediately from sleep and goes, no!
Don't read the book!
You must not read from the book! Oh, man. So, mummy's back. He's been brought back from the dead.
Why was he trying so hard to get it open if he knew not to read from it?
I don't know. Maybe he just wanted to look at it. Maybe he wasn't going to actually read it. But,
maybe. But
yeah, she just straight up's like, this could be bad, but I'm going to just read it out loud.
I love books.
I'm like, Evie, I like you, but you're the reason all this started, honestly.
I'm a librarian.
So, yeah, he's back. He's back from the dead.
He's back, baby.
Yep. So then I don't remember why they all go back into under the underground, but it's because the first plague has come. It's the plague of locusts.
Yep.
And so they all show up and they have to run inside for safety.
Yeah.
Basically.
Except the Egyptologist, he just sits there like, oh no, I got the bugs on my face.
on my face. Yeah, he's got the bugs on him.
Yeah.
So they go down underground.
Mm-hmm.
The mummy is shuffling around somewhere down there.
Yeah. Every day he's shuffling.
Then one of the Americans gets knocked over. He's the one wearing glasses. His name is Mr. Burns.
Yeah.
And yes. And
I kind of felt sorry for this guy.
Me too.
A little bit.
I've always liked this guy, and I always felt so bad for him.
At one point, which I never realized until I watched this. Because I was watching it and like, I liked this guy. Is there anything wrong with this guy?
He says like one thing.
At one point, he's kind of a jerk about something, but I can't remember what it was.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Oh, he does get mad because... But I can see why he would get mad about this. Or he doesn't get mad, but he's like, hey, that's my kit. Because Rick literally stole his kit from him.
But they owed him like $500.
Yeah.
So.
And then, of course, he's like... He just kind of lets it go. Yeah. He's like, whatever. So, I don't know. I did always kind of feel bad for this guy. I also thought he was hot, so, you know. Later, he ended up being... He was in a soap opera that I watched.
Okay.
Because I remember seeing him and going, wait a minute, that's the glasses guy from the Mummy. What the heck's he doing
How to
here?
get his eyes back.
Wow. Yeah. So they...
his glasses fall off.
Yes.
Benny steps on him,
because of course he does. Because it's Benny. Everybody hates Benny.
And he's like, oh, my glasses.
My glasses.
And he's like, I can't put them on because they're broken.
Yeah.
Like, dude, just
put them on.
Put them on, see the best you can.
Exactly. It might be a little bit fractured. You can see, though.
Better than wandering around with your hands out.
Yeah, not being able to see anything.
And his vision wasn't that bad. Like, I mean, he could see that in front of him is, like, the path.
Yeah.
Like, bro, keep going.
Yeah, just walk.
There's a mummy.
He doesn't know there's a mummy.
There's a mummy.
He's about to find out, though.
Yep.
And he does, of course.
Because the mummy shows up. Mm-hmm. Sucks out his eyes.
And takes out his tongue, too, also. There are scarabs, like, everywhere at this point. Mm-hmm. Evie, like, somehow goes through a secret door.
Yeah.
She finds Mr. Burns there. She's like, oh my gosh, there's finally somebody I know.
Yeah.
And he's like,
my eyes.
Yeah. And she's like, oh my gosh, what is happening?
It took my tongue.
Yep. And the mummy's there, and he looks at her, and he's like, Anax on the moon.
Yeah.
And she's like, I don't know what the heck you think you're saying, or who I am.
Well, because he took the eyes of the blind guy, so he thinks it's his girlfriend, because he can't see. Like, bad start.
Oh, man.
Like, take his skin. And why did he take so long to get the rest of him?
I don't know.
He's like, oh, I'm tired.
Guess so.
I'm so full.
I mean, he'd just woken up, so you know, you have to have your coffee and everything. You know, he hadn't had his coffee yet.
It's true. Don't make me take your eyes out until I've had my coffee.
Exactly. So, I don't know, there's a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Rick finds Evie, and the mummy's there, of course.
Yeah.
Jonathan is also there. He's like, ah!
He yells at Rick. Rick yells back and shoots him. Mm-hmm. Iconic scene.
They run out of there.
Yeah.
The Magi have arrived. They're like, you brought him back. You shouldn't have done that. That was dumb. Why'd you do that?
Yeah.
Now we're gonna have to try to figure out how to kill him.
We told you to leave or die. Now we're all gonna die. Thanks a lot, buddy.
Good job.
Yeah. He's like, no, dude, I shot him. It's cool. Shotgun. Killed him.
Bullets will not work on him.
Yeah, he cannot be killed by mortal weapons.
Yep. Meanwhile, underground, Benny's still under there. The mummy finds him, and it's like, uh-oh.
Yeah.
Bad luck, Benny.
Benny's trying to get out of stuff. He's got his cross. He's praying.
He's got like
an Islamic thing, and then he pulls out some Buddhism.
Yeah.
And then he pulls out the Jewish star.
Yeah, the Star of David starts beginning in Hebrew, and the mummy's like, oh, the language of the slaves.
Yeah, I can use you.
Yep. So he's gonna be his little
right hand man.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Well, now that they've messed everything up, they're like, let's get out of Hamanasha. So they go back to Cairo. Evie, of course, wants to stay behind. She wants to stop the mummy. Rick's like, no, I'm leaving.
I'm packing up.
I'm out of here.
She keeps unpacking what he's packing.
Yep. So she's like, you can go, but I'm staying.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay. And he starts to leave. He goes down to the bar. He meets up with Winston. Winston is like an
Churchill. Yeah.
No, he's like an old pilot. Yeah. He's like the last one.
For the Royal Air Force.
Yep. He's the last one that's stationed there. And they're talking and everything. Suddenly, the everything turns, all the water.
All the water turns to blood. Yeah. All their alcohol.
Yep. Why the alcohol? It's it's kind of weird.
All the liquids.
Yeah, I guess so. Anyway.
Unless they were doing shots of water.
Yeah, sure. So, Burns, they have left him all by himself.
Yeah.
Imhotep and Benny are up there with him.
He's having a meeting with Imhotep.
Yeah.
He's wearing a mask.
He doesn't, yeah. Wearing a mask with the guy who can't see.
Looking so sly. Yeah. Well, that was how he got through the city.
I guess so.
So nobody noticed.
But he could have taken off his mask at that point. Could have just
been sand and blown in the wind. And then
exactly. Just blow through the window.
He's a sandman.
I mean, he does that a lot. Why couldn't he have just done that?
He loves sand.
Yes. He is the opposite of Anakin Skywalker.
Yeah.
So, yeah, poor Mr. Burns.
Yeah.
He drains
his juices.
Basically.
Yeah.
So, he's dead for sure now.
Probably.
Probably. Oh, man.
Yeah. So Rick comes storming in, starts blasting.
Yep.
And then a cat shows up.
Yep, and it scares him off. So he dusts himself and flies out the window.
Yeah. He's so scared of cats.
Yep.
But only right now, because he's not as powerful.
So they go to speak to the museum curator. And they walk in to see that he's there with Oded Fair.
Yeah.
Oh no, they're in cahoots.
He's like, "Where are the Magi? Tried to tell you not to go, dummies."
Yep, exactly. We tried to tell you. You wouldn't listen to us.
Kept knocking my books over.
Exactly. And they're like, she says something like, when he saw me, he said an Oxuna Moon. And they're like, oh, he's
chosen a sacrifice.
Yeah, he's chosen you as his sacrifice to bring back his dead girlfriend. Yeah. So she's like, great, that's wonderful. And then they're like, he's going around, they realize he's killing all the people that opened the curse chest. And so they're like, the Egyptologist is next because he's out by himself. We gotta find him.
He's got that book.
So they head out trying to find him.
Yeah.
Benny, they see Benny.
Yeah.
Or Benny is like going through somebody's, they had already seen Benny at some point before they saw him.
Yeah, he had like come down the stairs, tried to go back.
Yeah, but he ran
like, Benny!
But he got away. But then they see him again, they find him again because he's going through somebody's stuff, like a desk. And they come in. Rick comes in. He starts running away.
Yeah.
Rick grabs a chair and just throws it at his legs.
It's great.
It's one of my favorite parts of the movie. It's so funny. Yep. So he's like, what does Imhotep want? And he's like, he just wants the book. He just wants the book. And he's like, and your girlfriend. Yeah. Or and your sister is what it is. And your sister, because Jonathan's there. And that's when they realize they hear something outside. And he's killed the Egyptologist.
Oh,
he's gone.
Yeah. And he got the book. A big crowd around it, just watching it.
Yep.
Everybody's just, it's fine.
Like, okay, whatever. There's just a weird random mummy in the middle of the street.
Yeah.
It's cool.
And then he just breathes out a bunch of flies.
Yep.
Attacks everybody.
Yep. So there's another plague.
Yep. Plagues are happening.
So he is coming for the blonde guy next. Because
Thomas Hayden Church.
It is not Thomas Hayden Church.
It's not. Kind of looks like him, though.
A little bit, I guess.
As much as Billy Zane and Imhotep look alike.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. It's a blonde guy, and it's a bald guy, so why not?
Why not?
So, Rick wants Evie to stay put, so he basically locks her into a room.
Yeah.
He had already locked her into the room, I think, but... And
he told him, hey, she don't leave, you don't go in. Nobody goes in.
But of course, one of the guys...
The Americans are so dumb.
The non-blonde one.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm gonna go downstairs. I'm gonna get a drink. Going to the bar, and the guy's like, bring me a whiskey.
A bourbon.
Or a bourbon. And a
bourbon chaser.
Yeah, but he says there's like 3 different. Bourbon. Yeah, he's bring me a bourbon and another shot of bourbon and a bourbon chaser.
Yeah.
He's just real big.
Like, I'll bring you bourbon. Jeez.
Oh my gosh. So of course, while he's there, Imhotep just sands himself through. Like sands in the hourglass.
They just leave the windows open. Like, I know it's probably hot in there.
Yeah.
But I mean, you're gonna die.
Oh yeah.
Close them windows.
And he does.
Yeah.
So he's dead.
Yeah.
He's gone. Blonde guy, dead.
Yep.
Imhotep is almost...
hardly knew you.
He's almost fully back now, for sure. Because he's like... It's like just
got a little hole in his cheek. Eats a scarab.
Gross.
Delicious.
He goes into Evie's room. He just like sands himself again. And goes through the lock.
Yeah. Like, hey, baby.
And she's asleep. And is like, you're assaulting her. He goes up and kisses her. It's like, this is not cool, man.
Tender kiss.
Yeah, everybody's just kissing
half
Evie.
Of his face melting off.
No consent whatsoever.
Nope.
Of course, Rick comes in and sees it and is like, "Get off my girlfriend!" But it doesn't actually say that. You know? Yep. It scares him off. He's gone. Mm-hmm. They go back to the museum.
Yep.
Because now they have to figure out where is the gold book. Because maybe if they can find the gold book of Amun-Ra, they can use it to kill him. Mm-hmm. So the Banbridge scholars said that it was under the statue of Anubis. That's why they were looking under the statue of Anubis to begin with.
They got a big rock with a lot of writing on it.
Yeah, it's kind of like a big Rosetta Stone kind of situation thing. So Evie's trying to translate and everything. Mm-hmm. All of these people with boils on them have turned...
The boils and sores have happened.
Yeah, they're coming after him.
Yeah.
And she's like, okay, patience is a virtue. Because they're like, hurry it up.
We're going to die.
So she's like, all right, it says that this one was here, but maybe they're switched. So she's like, I think that means the gold book is under the statue of Horus.
Yeah.
So that's what they're going to look for now.
Okay, let's go.
She's like, take that, Banbridge scholars. Because they were jerks to her.
Got them.
Wouldn't let her join their society or whatever because she didn't have enough field work. I think that's what it was. So they're going to go back. They got to go back.
Got to go back.
They got to go to the statue of Horus to try to get that gold book.
Yep.
So there is a crowd around the car.
Yep.
They have to try to go through the streets. Mm-hmm. They end up running over some people. There's like a crowd on the car basically at this point.
Yeah. They drag off the
last guy,
American.
the last American.
Yeah.
The last American. There are no more Americans.
Last American in the world. Imhotep eats him.
Yep. He's back to his full power. He's fully regenerated now. Yep. And they come up on him because they can't get away.
Yeah, they crash the car.
Yep. They crash. They're at like a dead end, basically.
Yep.
And so he's like, if you come with me, I'll leave. I'll let them live. And she's like, it's the only thing that we can do. I've got to go.
Yeah,
so she
y'all
leaves
think of a plan.
Yep, so she heads off with him, and as they're walking away, he's like, kill him!
Yep.
She's like, no, you went back on your word, you promised, you liar! Yep, so they find, like, a manhole, basically.
Yeah, they go in the sewers.
They go in,
Museum
except for
curator.
he stays behind. He tries to fight him off, but he's gone now, too.
Yeah, he did.
So they go to the RAF base, the Royal Air Force Base, to find Winston. He's there. They're going to take his plane.
Yeah.
He's like...
You're most definitely probably going to die on this.
Yeah, and he's like, sounds good.
Yep. He's ready to die.
So they take his plane. Jonathan is strapped to one of the wings.
Yep.
Oded Fair is strapped to the other one. He's having a great time. He's loving it.
Yeah. Looks so much different in that helmet, though.
Yeah.
Not quite as cool.
Yeah. Oh, man. So...
Brendan Fraser's on the gun.
Uh-huh. And then there's like this big sand tornado kind of thing.
Dust devil. Yeah. Emotep's just traveling in it.
Yep. Winston's like, I've never seen one that big before.
Yeah. Throws Benny and what's her name?
Yeah.
Evie on the ground.
Mm-hmm. And then he comes out. He is wearing a loincloth now.
Yeah.
It's like, when did he change? When did he change his clothes?
In the sand. He's got a little closet in that tornado.
I guess so. It's his auxiliary closet. So they see the plane.
Yeah.
So he creates this big sandstorm. Sandstorm has his face also.
Yeah.
It's real stupid. He's standing there making like faces.
Yeah.
And it's doing it.
It's so funny.
It makes me... This part always makes
I don't remember him making the faces.
Like before? Until you saw it yesterday?
Before watching it today.
Yeah, I remember it. And I was just like, I hate this part. It makes me think a lot... This and the part at the beginning where the face shows up in the sand. It makes me think so much of those little pin things.
Yeah.
That you can put your hand in or whatever. And you would always put it on your face and it would have that outline on your face. Yeah, that's always what it makes me think of. So, yeah, he's coming after him in the sandstorm. Evie
overtaking him.
Yeah, and Evie is like, I've got to do something to stop this. So I got to break his concentration. So she kisses him.
Yeah.
Here's another non-consensual kiss, but it's Evie doing it this
Everybody
time.
kissing each other.
Yeah, but it doesn't really help. I mean, it helps. He stops doing a sandstorm thing, but the plane is already having some problems.
Yeah, they crash.
It crashes. Winston is dead. Rip Winston.
Mm-hmm. Everybody else is fine.
Everybody else is fine. They get out of there. They all end up in Hominoptera again. Mm-hmm. He's got Evie strapped down, basically. He's going to be doing the sacrifice to bring his girlfriend back.
Mummy girl.
Yep.
Laid down.
Right
She's
next to her.
mummified again.
Yep. And the others go in. They're trying to find a way in. There's been a cave in or whatever. So they're trying to get some of the rocks out of the way. Jonathan is trying to tell them what to do, not helping at all.
Yeah.
And then he goes over, he sees the scarabs that are on the wall, and he grabs one of them.
Yeah.
And it opens. It comes out. It goes under his skin. He starts freaking out. And I'm like, well, there goes Jonathan.
Yep.
Guess he's dead now. But no. they get it out.
They cut it out.
Cut it out of him.
That's rough.
And Rick shoots it. Wasting bullets.
Yeah. All he could have stomped it.
Yeah. So anyway, he kills the scarab.
Yeah.
But they hear the gun go off. So they're like, oh, we know that they're on their way.
Yeah.
Got to get this ritual going.
Yeah. And he gets his priest going.
Yep.
Like, go get him.
Go find him. Kill him. They do find the treasury, though.
Yeah.
They walk in. There's a big room with all of Seti the First's treasures. And Jonathan is like, can we,
just take
grab
a
some of the
little?
stuff? It's like, no, we gotta go find Evie. Yeah. Benny, of course, is there, though. He sneaks in there. He finds it.
I kept thinking, if they grab something, then it's going to collapse. I'm like, no, that's Aladdin. That's the Cave of Wonders.
Yeah, it's the Cave of Wonders, yeah.
I feel like Jonathan grabbed something. No,
You're thinking of a boo.
It's a boo.
You're thinking of a monkey.
I mean, pretty similar.
They are very similar. So Benny is there, though, and he's like, oh, this is a lot of treasure. I'm just going to go ahead and start taking some of this treasure out so that I'll have a little something for later.
Yeah.
Also, Evie had already told him earlier. She's like, nasty men like you always get their comeuppance. And he's like, always? And she's like, always. So it's like, oh, something bad's probably going to happen to Benny. But he's trying to get all that treasure out of there. He starts putting it on the camels and everything.
He gets a bag out there, and he could have just taken off.
Yeah, but he goes back for more.
I need more.
Because he's greedy, of course. Jonathan does find the statue of Horus, though.
Yeah.
And they find the book there.
No trap on this one, though.
No, thank goodness. Yep, that would have been bad if there had been. So then, of course, the priests and everything and the guards are coming after him. Yeah. And Oded Fair, he's like, I'll take care of these. You go on. So he's going to sacrifice himself. Yeah. Yep. So he heads off, and we don't see him again. Yeah. Evie is of course going. He's about to stab her and everything. Jonathan shows up. He's like, I've got the book. He's like, I need the key, and she's like, the key is in his robes. Yeah. So he's got to get the key from Imhotep
Read
somehow.
some of the book if you can. Yep. Anything.
So he reads the front of the book, which summons guards, basically. These are the Pharaoh's guards, I guess.
Lucky that was on the front.
Exactly. But he can't read all of it. He has to finish the inscription to control them. Yeah. So since he can't control them, Imhotep can control them.
Yeah. So they're just attacking Rick.
Yep, exactly. But then finally, he's able to figure it out. Yeah. And so he finishes the inscription. He's able to control him now. Anoxunamun has been
basically the same point again.
Well, she's been going after Evie. She's been kind of chasing her around with a knife and everything.
Yeah, because Rick set her free. Was able to set her free.
Yeah. So as soon as Jonathan's able to control the guards, he tells them to kill Anoxunamun. Yeah. And so she's dead again. They kill her, and it's rough go. And she gets killed in shadow again. Yeah. It's like, is this the only way?
Rough for her.
So weird. So yeah, she's dead again. Yeah. And then Jonathan happened to somehow
stole that key from Imhotep.
Yep, from his robes. Yep. So he's able to open the book, and Evie, of course, now that she doesn't have an Anoxunamun, chasing after and everything, she has the book. She's able to read it, and she reads it. His soul, basically, the mummy's soul, basically gets taken to the underworld or whatever. So he's mortal now, and Rick's like, I thought it was supposed to kill him. Yeah. And he stabs him, and she's like, no, he's just mortal now, so he dies. He goes into this big oily pit looking thing and gets pulled under, and he's gone. But before he leaves, he says, death is only the beginning. Yeah. Ooh, so ominous.
I'll be back in the sequel.
Exactly.
I was very disappointed because I expected a scene to happen that's really, really funny. But apparently it's in the second one. So we're going to have to watch the second one. Okay. At some point.
Okay. I can tell you now, I don't remember a lot about the second one. I did watch part of the second one not too long ago. Yeah. I've only seen it one time, I think. Yeah. Well, one and then a few pieces of it, but I don't remember liking it.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah. Anyway, and then I know I saw the third one once also, and I also did not really like it.
I don't remember if I saw the third one or not. I'm sure I did. It had a different
actress as Evie, too. And
yeah. What are you doing?
It just threw me off.
But yeah.
So
they did it.
He's dead.
Yay.
So they're all like, yes, we did it. We killed the mummy. Everything's great.
Oh no, the temple's collapsing.
Yeah, because Benny is taking one more, another bag out to the camels. Yeah. And he sets it on this switch kind of thing. Yeah. He doesn't realize that's what it is, but he puts it on there. Dumb. is like a lever, and it goes down, and then the whole city is going to collapse basically because SETI. There was like a rumor that SETI first had put a booby trap in there somewhere that like if he just did one lever, basically it would destroy everything. So that's the lever that he hit apparently. Yep. So he's trying to get out of there. Everybody's trying to get running out. Whole city is sinking. Yeah. Jonathan drops the golden book of Amun-Ra.
Yeah, into the pool.
And Evie is like, you idiot.
You dropped that book.
You dropped the book.
Like, come on.
It's like, that's the whole reason I was here. So, they head out. They manage to get out. Benny is behind them. Mm-hmm. Rick tries to help him out, even though he has betrayed them so many times. Yep. But he can't get him out. So he's like, bye, Benny.
Yeah. He kind of makes his way back into the treasure room.
Yep. So he's surrounded by all this treasure, but all the oxygen's going out of the room. Yeah. There's no more light.
Yeah, his torch goes out.
And there's scarabs just all around him. And you just hear him scream, and it's like, well, there goes Benny.
He got eaten by the scarabs. Rough go.
Yep.
Those scarabs are hungry.
Mm-hmm. So the others, though, they managed to get out of the city. The camels and everything do also get out of the city, so we don't have to worry about any camel deaths.
Camels are sliding underneath the doors.
Exactly. It's a real Indiana Jones situation. It's great.
A camel grabs a hat behind him.
Exactly, on the way out. It's like, oh, almost lost that.
But, yeah, they get out. Yep. They're like, yeah, we did it. And who shows up?
The Magi guy.
The Magi guy whose name we don't know.
Yeah, he's there. He puts his hand on Jonathan's shoulder and scares everybody.
He's like, you're awesome. Yeah. You're a hero.
Yeah, he's like, you did it.
You specifically, Jonathan.
You did it. Good job. And then Jonathan.
Don't ask how I got out.
Yeah, exactly. Do not ask how I got out because I'm not going to tell you. It's magic. I am a magi. So he goes off on his way. He's like, I hope I never see you guys again.
Yep. Bye.
Bye. So he's gone. Yep. Jonathan is like, man, it sucks that we're going home empty-handed. And Rick's like, I wouldn't say that. Yeah. And he and Evie kiss. They make out real hard because they're in love.
And he's like, ugh.
And he's like...
Tries to kiss the camel.
And the camels. And then he's like, oh, camel stinks. No, never mind.
But he would have.
He would have.
Spread that instinct.
Exactly. He thought about it.
He did.
He thought about it long and hard.
And they ride off.
Yep, into the sunset. And there's treasure on the back of the camel.
Yeah, they took Benny's camel with the treasure on the back.
So they did get...
Is it cursed treasure?
I don't know.
Who knows? We'll have to see.
But yeah, they did get some treasure out
In The Mummy Returns.
Which we will watch next March when we do more M movies. Not kidding.
We'll see.
No, we'll probably do it before then, maybe.
Hope so.
I don't know.
But yeah, that's it.
Interesting.
Good times. Yeah, I'd watch it again. Even. Maybe not right now.
Yeah, it's a fun one though.
It's always a good one, like if it's just on like TNT.
Yeah, exactly.
Like calling shows it. Just be like, you know what? Yeah. While I'm, doing my nails, which I always do, then, I can have The Mummy playing.
Yeah, you're just scrolling through. It's like, I can't find anything. You see The Mummy, and it's like, oh yeah, I'll watch The Mummy.
Let's watch The Mummy. Yeah.
I do the same thing if I'm scrolling and I see like, Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? I'm like, yeah, I'll watch that. Yeah. So there are a few of them like that.
Yeah. Still a good time. All right, well, let's get to our snack.
So you know how you go to your grandmother's house sometimes, and she has like a big bowl of candy.
Yeah.
There's usually going to be a butterscotch in there that is about as old as a mummy.
There is, yes.
Well, what we're having today is a Snickers, but it's Butterscotch Scoop Snickers. Snickers, just like the name, Boccaccio's dog.
That's right, that he wrote the book for.
That he wrote the Decameron for.
That we just found out about. And it's a totally legitimate fact.
Exactly.
Tell your friends.
So yeah, there are 2 squares of this. I've never seen this before. You just brought it. And you were like, here, we're going to have this.
Yeah, I was looking for another snack and I was like, oh, interesting. I'll grab that.
Yep. So Butterscotch Scoop Snickers.
I'm not the biggest butterscotch fan.
Yeah, I was going to say you don't like butterscotch very much.
So we'll see how this goes.
I like butterscotch.
Yeah.
I'm a butterscotch girl. I haven't had butterscotch in a while, but I take that back. I probably had it like a couple months ago.
I had it today.
I had some butterscotch in December, so.
Okay.
But yeah, I've always liked butterscotch. I used to eat it, and I would have like a butterscotch disc, basically.
Yeah.
Candy. And I would eat that while drinking milk, because for some reason it went well together for me. I don't know.
It's like butterscotch on ice cream, kind of, you know?
Yeah. I used to have, I would go to Dairy Queen, they do like the dipped cones.
Uh-huh.
I used to get the butterscotch dip cones.
Yeah. Staying alive.
It smells like butterscotch.
It does. It's not a great smell.
I honestly don't really like the smell of butterscotch. I just like the taste of it. So I'm smelling, I'm going, I don't like that.
Well, let's give it a shot. Kind of tastes more like coffee to me for some reason. I don't know. It's not bad.
It's not great
either. I don't want it anymore. I'm not going to get any more of these. I'd rather have just a regular Snickers because I like Snickers.
Definitely.
I mean, it feels like it should work.
The thing is, I like butterscotch candy, like the hard candy.
Yeah.
It doesn't taste the same as that. I'm choking on a peanut.
That knocks off a rating right there.
It doesn't taste the same as the candy to me.
Yeah, it doesn't. Maybe it's not strong enough, which seems weird for me to say.
I think it's too strong.
Really? Because I'm not getting a ton of flavor from it. I don't know. It's just not a good combo for some reason.
Yeah, it's not great.
Yeah. Maybe it's too much peanuts with the butterscotch.
I don't know.
Something's not balanced in there, though. But I'm not digging it. I'm going to give it a 2.
Okay. I was going to give it a 4. So
okay.
It's not terrible. I don't want to eat it again.
Yeah.
But it's not like the worst thing I've ever had.
Yeah. Definitely not the worst thing.
It's not licorice, so...
Yeah. That's our baseline, or chocolate-covered cherries.
For you.
For me.
Not for me.
Yeah. All right. Well, what do you rate Krista's eyebrows? Let us know.
Forgot about that.
On Twitter at Having Funcast, or on Facebook at Having Fun Pod.
Or you can send us an email to havingfunpod@gmail.com.
Who has the best eyebrows in Hollywood?
I'll put the eyebrows in.
Let us know. Have you tried these Snickers? We'd also like to know that.
How do you feel about
snack
butterscotch?
ideas? Yeah. What's your favorite Mummy movie? Not just The Mummy. Any Mummy movie.
Yeah, you can go back to like the one from the 30s with like Boris Karloff or whoever it was.
The Tom Cruise
one. Ah! It's so funny.
Best trailer.
So funny. Ah! No.
Now that I'd watch right now again, over and over.
Just the trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, go have fun, and we'll see you next week. Goodbye.
Bye.